Hey there, I'm Sarita, and you're about to experience the modern approach to well being where you get to establish the best and most important relationship you will ever have, the one with yourself. I'm on a mission to help you declutter energy and reclaim your power so you can be a magnet to what you desire. If you're looking for the optimal blend of mindset and healing, you're in the right place. My goal in this podcast is to share tools, resources, and practices that will help you along your healing journey. I'm so excited to be here with you today, so welcome to Back to Here with Sarita. Let's get started. Hello again, beautiful you. I am so glad that you're here for another episode of Back to Here with Sarita. I am your guest, Sarita. If you are joining me for the very first time, I am so glad that you've chosen to come here to this podcast and also this episode so I can help support you on your healing journey, manifesting self-love, and all things abundant. So, if you're catching this episode when it drops originally, it is now officially the third week of January. And oh my God, it's already gone by so fast. So, we're halfway through. And also, my year started off with quite the bang. I just got back from an amazing 2-week getaway vacation to Sedona, Arizona, where I spent the new year and New Year's Eve hiking and enjoying the fresh mountain air. During that trip, I learned so much about myself and I got so much inspiration. And the trip actually was a download that came to me in a dream, actually, to go there. So I plan on doing a full podcast episode next month solely on my trip to Sedona. So you can hear all the wisdom, all the nuggets, all the things that I learned about myself during that trip and my takeaways. And right now, it feels really surreal to actually be back in Southern California again. I feel like at times we need to actually get away in order to truly appreciate where we are and where we are in life. And so that's what happened for me. I had to leave to really appreciate Southern California and living by the beach. Has this ever happened to you where you have had to go somewhere to rejuvenate, reset, and then you come back feeling so much more aligned and grounded in where you are? And that is exactly how I feel. So it is January and it is a new year. And I don't know about you, but the energy of this year is totally lit. I can feel it. I don't know if you've been feeling this, but I felt the shift from 2023 to 2024. And we will get into the numerology and all that in just a moment. But I love January. January feels like this completely new slate. It feels like new beginnings. It feels like a time when you can really focus on the goals and the things you'd want to desire, what you desire to manifest into your life. This is the time when New Year's resolutions are really being implemented and put into place. People are creating vision boards. People are sharing their goals and things with each other. The energy is all about new. And it's so exciting. And so for me personally, what I really love to do is I utilize the last week of December and into January to get really clear on the things that I desire to manifest. Meaning I focus on the 3 areas of my life that I want to focus heavily on for that year in order to create, attract, and manifest into my reality. For me, I have found that traditional goal setting doesn't really work for me anymore. And I really believe it's a thing that a lot of people don't acknowledge that doesn't work for them. And therefore, we have so many people falling off their New Year's resolutions by February. So I implement embodiment practices to help me reach my goals in that year. And I will talk much more about that in another episode. I'm a firm believer in order for us to know where we're going, we need to know where we've been and where we are now. So let me break that down to you. When you get on your phone and look at your maps and you put in the directions into your phone to get to from point A to point B, what is the first thing besides asking, where you're going, is what is the first thing that your maps will ask you? What is the first thing the GPS will ask you? It'll ask for your location, right? So the GPS needs to know where you're going, and then it needs to know where you are in order to know where you're going. So you need to know where you are right now in order to know where you're going. And so that's why I think this process is so amazing, where you get to really get clear on knowing where you're going. In order to find out that, you can reflect on where you've been and what has occurred. So taking the lessons from 2023 and learning where you are now. If this is something that you desire some support in, because I've done this process many, many times now, and if you want support on this, you can book an activation call, and that'll be in the show notes. I will put the link down below. So back to the energy of this year of 2024. We just launched the new year off with a new moon in Capricorn, and that happened a couple of days ago on the 11th. And the qualities of this new moon, the qualities of the new moon in Capricorn, are things like creating solid foundations, focus, clarity, refinement, long-term actions, balance, and applicable actions, which makes total sense, right? Because January symbolizes new beginnings. January symbolizes a clean slate. And what I love most about this time of year, and what I think is really exciting about 2024, is that in numerology terms, and we're going to get into angel numbers because those are like a big thing right now. I know a lot of people are into them. If you add up the year 2024, you get the number 8. And in numerology and angel numbers, the number 8 signifies prosperity and abundance. Last year, if you add up 2023, it equates 7. And so 7 in spiritual terms, in numerology and angel numbers, is all about expansion. So we were prompted to expand and dive a lot deeper into our inner world. 2023 for a lot of people was really rough. We were required to go into deep parts of ourselves and uncover parts of ourselves that we thought never existed. My word for last year was expansion, and oof, did I feel it. Year 8 is about the upgrade. It's about utilizing the wisdom that you gathered from year 7 and bring it forth into 2024, into tangible and achievable results. This year is about claiming your abundance and your authority. And abundance, as you may know, is available to you at all times, anytime you need it. Remember that GPS analogy that I was just talking about, that we were reflecting on? Reflecting on last year, 2023, year 7, as a resource to gather more information so you can make it the most prosperous and abundant year yet. And what is even more magical is that you have the energy of this year in your favor, meaning it's already an abundant and prosperous year energetically. So why not make it the most memorable year that you can ever have? Now let's talk about abundance for a minute. If you are joining me for the first time, or if you've been a follower of this podcast for a while, I talk about all things abundance. I talk about it on my Instagram. I talk about it on my TikTok. Abundance is my jam. And abundance, as we know, is not just about money. We're not talking just about money. Money is a byproduct of having an abundant mindset or having a aspect of believing in abundance, right? It's not, abundance does not equate money, and money does not equate abundance. Abundance simply, let me remind you, is simply overflow and excess of something. Abundance is anything that you feel that you desire more of or experience of. So it could be time, it could be energy, it can be love, it can be resources, it could be money, whatever it is you desire. Abundance. And also, what makes this year really exciting in 2024 is that in Chinese astrology, and it's not something I really know that much about, is that this year is unique, that it's the year of the dragon. So I don't really know much about astrology, or Chinese astrology, I should say, but my understanding in doing some reading about it is that the dragon symbolizes ambition, passion, and creativity. So qualities that are amazing and wonderful that will help you create a abundant and prosperous year. So as you reflect and prepare for this year, and I know we're already a couple weeks in, but you're not on the late train, it's all okay, is as you prepare for an abundant year and being in the energy of abundance, which is in your favor, remember, what lessons, these are some questions you can ask yourself, what lessons did I take from 2023 that I do not want to repeat again in 2024? What did work in 2023 that I want to continue in 2024? What do I desire to create? What do I desire to call in? What do I desire to manifest? What do I desire to attract this year? These are all really great questions to reflect on. And again, if you desire to have assistance and all that, because there are some people that are walking around not knowing what they want. I was one of those people for a long time. But it wasn't until going through these particular processes that it helped me understand, reflecting back, knowing where I am, and going forward. You can book an activation call with me to help you get a lot more settled in the direction you're going. Remember that GPS. And again, I will drop the link below in the show notes. Well, thank you so much. This is a short episode, but thank you so much for being here with me today. And it is fun as always. This is officially my second video episode of the year. And I don't know if you heard this, but in January, I declared that all my episodes are going to be video. So if you're hearing this on audio version and you want to see my face, please make sure to head over to Spotify or YouTube, because the podcast is also in those locations, or videos are also in that location. YouTube, the handle is Sarita Wellness, and make sure to subscribe to that channel. And if you are seeing this on YouTube, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and bearing with me as I discover more about myself when it comes to creating YouTube videos and video podcasts. I am so happy that you have been here today to listen and learn more about the abundance and the energy of this year. And again, I want to say thank you for supporting this show. And the next episode will be amazing because I'm going to have a guest on it. So we're going to be having abundance chats going on into this year. That is the theme of 2024, is abundance chats when I have my guest. And thank you again. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're seeing this on YouTube, so you can get notification of when the next episode comes live. And then also make sure to hit the subscribe button on the platform that you're listening to this podcast to. Thank you so much. It's been amazing, and we will see you soon. And keep being the amazing you that you are. Hey love, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you adored what you heard, it would mean the world to me if you took a moment to leave a review on the platform you are listening to this episode on. By doing this, you are helping my mission to impact other women with their healing journeys. If you aren't already following me on social media, make sure to connect with me at Sarita Wellness to get your weekly dose of inspiration. I can't wait to be with you in the next episode, but in the meantime, keep being the amazing you that you are.